Has someone you love started showing subtle but concerning changes over the past year? Many of us assume that death in old age comes suddenly, a single moment, a final breath. But the truth is, the body often whispers its goodbye long before the final day arrives. Quiet warnings, subtle signs. And most of the time we miss them, not because we don't care, but because they hide in plain sight. By the time we understand, it's often too late. Too late to prepare. Too late to say what needed to be said. Too late to make those last memories count. But it doesn't have to be that way. In this video, we'll talk about 5 powerful signs that often appear a year before an elderly person passes away. Some may look like ordinary aging, others seem small, until you realize what they really mean. Recognizing these signs can help you support your loved one with more compassion, more understanding, and above all, more presence. Let's begin. Significant weight loss. One of the earliest signs that a loved one may be in their final year is unintentional weight loss. Not dieting, not trying, just shrinking. Clothes begin to hang loosely, cheekbones become more pronounced, the hands look thinner, bonier. Why does this happen? Because as the body prepares for the end, appetite fades, digestion slows, and the metabolism changes. Muscles begin to waste, and fat reserves disappear. Sometimes it's due to a loss of taste or smell. Other times, it's depression, or a body no longer able to absorb nutrients properly. But whatever the cause, when an elderly person begins to lose weight rapidly without explanation, especially over a few months, it is not just aging. It could be the body signaling that time is running out. Withdrawal from life. You see it in the little things first. Phone calls go unanswered, invitations declined. That once bright smile in the group photo, missing. They stop going out, stop talking as much, even stop watching their favorite shows. Why? Because as death approaches, the spirit begins to turn inward. The world becomes quieter. Priorities shift from socializing to solitude. It's as if the soul is beginning to say its farewells, not loudly, but gently. They may not even realize they're doing it, but you'll notice they're fading from their own story, chapter by chapter. This is not always depression. Sometimes it's the body and mind preparing for closure. And it's in those moments that your quiet presence matters more than words ever could. Frequent fatigue and sleeping, more. They used to wake up early, keep active, move around. Now, they sleep, longer at night, napping during the day. And when they're awake, they seem tired, worn out, weary. You may hear them say, "I just don't have the energy anymore." Or, "I feel tired all the time, even after resting." This exhaustion isn't laziness. It's the body slowing down. The heart may be weaker. Oxygen might not circulate the way it once did. Every movement becomes a mountain. Every chore feels like a battle. Sleep becomes their safe space, a place where there's no pain, no effort, no struggle. If your loved one begins sleeping more than ever before, and no medical issue can explain it, it might be a deeper sign. The body could be gently winding down. Changes in breathing and voice. Have you noticed their voice becoming softer, more fragile? Do they pause more often while speaking, as if catching their breath? Sometimes you may hear a faint wheeze or a subtle rattle in the chest that wasn't there before. These may seem small, but they matter. As the body prepares for the final chapter, the lungs and heart may grow weaker. Breathing becomes shallower, speech slows down. The voice, once strong and full of life, now sounds faint, like it's fading into the background. They may cough more often, or take long breaks mid-sentence. Even if they don't complain, these changes often mean the body is struggling silently. It's not about panic, it's about noticing and offering love, not fear, in response. A sudden clarity or surge of energy. This is perhaps the most bittersweet of all. Sometimes, just weeks or even days before passing, a dying person experiences a brief return of vitality. They wake up alert, they laugh again, they ask for their favorite meal, want to go for a walk, talk to old friends. And for a moment, it feels like a miracle. You think, they're getting better. But this unexpected burst of energy is often a sign that the end is near. It's called terminal lucidity, the mind's final act of clarity before the curtain falls. No one fully understands it, but many caregivers have seen it. If this happens, don't be afraid. Be present, smile, hold their hand, listen to their stories. This moment is a gift, their way of saying goodbye with dignity. These signs are not meant to scare you. They're meant to help you notice, to prepare, to be there, really be there, when it matters most. Because when we recognize the body's whispers, we can meet death not with fear, but with grace. So, if someone you love is showing these signs, don't wait. Say what you've been meaning to say. Forgive, love, hold them close, and remember, the most important gift we can give someone in their final year is our presence. So I ask you, is there someone you need to call today? Someone you need to visit before it's too late?